What is going on, everyone? My name is Boyd and I am back with some more Age Mythology. The Titans action spawning in at the right side of the map in the red color. Playing as Oranos, his name is Sensuy. His opponent today in the blue color playing as Isis. It's Brexit Power, also known as Joe. The map is Marsh. Sensuy took a game off Joe last time. We'll see if Joe can fix the score. Fix his what do you call it? His ego? No, his reputation. Sensuy playing really good though in that first game. Really good to hear that, Sneaky Bros. If you guys haven't heard of Sneaky Bros, he's got a YouTube channel. It's pretty sick. Go check him out. He did a we did like a little training video ages ago, which was really fun. Toothed arrows on the map. Let's check the relics. We love a good relic. Toothed arrows, 5%. Archer and ballistic carabellus damage. Very, very good for both players, to be honest. Pelt of Argus here. Very sad. Ship with the fingernails. Nice relic. Always want to grab that one. And the last one, Titan's Treasure. Actually, a decent relic for both players to grab that one. It makes your Titan get really cheap. Wood chopping, gold mines, golden. Not Joe. Joe doesn't gather wood early game. It's actually so it's funny the way that people's perception of economy evolved over time. So when we started playing the game in Nilla, there was a lot of super fast classical ages without any thought process into like economic upgrades or any forethought into what you were trying to do. And players would like be hitting classical age at like 3:30, 4 minutes kind of thing, and trying to attack their opponents as fast as they possibly could with whatever they had available to them. And then what happened was the economy evolved into, how do I get to the classical age as fast as I can with all of my archaic upgrades? And it stayed like that for quite a while. And then it evolved into, how do I get to the classical age with all my economic upgrades and get a second town center straight away? Right? Because we all realized how good second town centers were. And then it evolved into, how do I get to the classical age as fast as I can and get a second town center? We don't need economic upgrades anymore because we realized that an economic upgrade is only worth one villager if you have 10 villagers gathering. So if you have 10 villagers gathering gold mine and you get pickaxe, that's like you just have 11 villagers gathering gold. It's not exactly that. Maybe the math is not quite off, but 10% boost in gather rate. You also get extra gold. But the idea is there. So now players are all about just as fast as you can to the next age and get a second town center going. We do see that is what Joe's doing. He's got his one monument fast classical age here. He's going to be going for a second town center, grabbing this one, putting up that second monument a little bit later, which is totally fine. And Sensuy, on the other hand, probably going to do a similar one town center thing here into a 3 town center thing. It's very, very good, as we saw from the last game. But Anubis at the same time, so we'll see. He's moving his priest and his pharaoh forward. This is brutal. We saw this attack that that Joe did in, I think he did it against Skadi, I want to say he did it against Skadi, and he built a couple of priests. He went forward with the pharaoh and the priest, and the Anubite, the free Anubite, and he just attacked the gold mine. Plague of Serpents on the gold mine, plus priest pharaoh here. Super hard to deal with. The Plague of Serpents comes down, tanks the archer fire. Priest comes in from the top side here, dealing damage already. Alt S on the villagers to get out as much as they can. The sentry tower's in a really, really bad position. There are gold mines over here though. And this obelisk here does a lot for Joe because it sees any villagers trying to escape here. We do have the Promethean coming out. Do we see immediate... Yeah, we see immediate watchtowers for Sensuy. And that's going to be able to deal with this action over here. But I don't think there's any way that this can stand to deal with this. Maybe the Pharaoh can attack from over here, but I don't know. We'll see. We've got the gold mines being completely pushed off here. And Joe's got a town center going up in the middle of the map to secure all of these boar here. The Serpent's still doing work. I think the way that Oranos has to counter this is with their oracles. So you can pick off the heroes over here. You valor the oracles, you valor a citizen, and you attack the serpents. It actually is probably not as difficult as you'd think. You do have to get watchtowers though to pick off the priest and pharaoh, because you're not going to be able to get the Murmillo out in time to really stop it. But if you see this coming, which you should see it coming because your oracles should be in position, you just move your oracles back, valor your oracles, pick off the serpents with them, and then you can do it. So we'll get the Anubite gets stuck here, and we do see Valor comes down. Oh, he's going to let him out. Feels bad. Priest in the back, attacking away, and the Anubite probably going to get away, but we do see a shockwave. And he should get picked off here after he gets a couple of attacks. The town center does too much. Trying to jump away, and he gets picked off in the end. But now Joe, slightly ahead, has the 2 town center advantage here over Sensuy. But Sensuy didn't lose any villages. But he's gathering pigs now. He's got all of these hippopotamus that he should have just moved on to instantly. But choosing the herdables instead, probably doesn't even have husbandry. Yeah, he's got no upgrades either. So since we're in a difficult position, it's going to be hard for him to grab 3 town centers here as well, like he did in the last game. So we'll see what he does. We'll see how he recovers here. Sitting really low on the resources, 47 population to 38. So he's fine on population, but we'll see. We'll see how he goes. We're going to see a really fast heroic now from Joe. It's going to be an 8-minute 2 town center fast heroic, and I reckon we just see priests coming out now or something like that, and then an ancestors attack. Murmillo coming in, push off the villagers off here. And yeah, there's the second temple. He has favor for the thing, Spirit of Mart. Didn't get the upgrade, didn't get the upgrade for faster favor, but that's okay. 2 arrows in his possession. Doesn't help out his priest at all, but gets out chariot archers. They will be assisted. And we are seeing pure Murmillo here from Sensuy. I don't think Sensuy's seen the second temple coming up just yet. Yeah, he hasn't seen it. Going for this front town center and the back town center. This is gonna be hurting because Joe's had so much hunt here. He's not gonna have expected an 8-minute semi-fast heroic here. But it's out, and we see immediately we're gonna see Spirit of Mart getting grabbed. There it is. Gets the Pharaoh empowering it. This makes your priest cost 70 gold. Absolutely insane. And does he have... Yeah, and he's got the Hands of the Pharaoh as well, which gives extra 2 range or something like that. Is that right? Yeah, 2 range. And we do have this town center going up. I think if you're Sensuy here and you see that earlier the heroic age, you got to give up on this town center. You grab the back town center, sure, but give up on this town center. Use those resources to get to the next age, so you can get out Contarius, because otherwise this is going to be difficult. Either that, or you try and like heroize as many of these Murmillo. You get a Heart of the Valor or something, or Heroic Renewal is what it's called, I think. Let me see. This one? This one. Heart of the Titans, sorry. Heart of the Titans. That's negative 20% hero conversion, and you can kind of convert all your units into heroes when he attacks. And they become really strong. They get extra HP. They get an extra, what is it? 40 HP for like a lot of resources. 150 resources to get that much extra HP on your unit, but it's kind of worth because then they don't die to the priests at all. But we do see the siege workshop coming up. It is scouted from Sensuy, so he knows it's coming. But the town center will be up. The priests are going to be coming in though. This is all in for Joe, so he has to do a lot of damage. We'll see if he can do it. He's only got 8 villagers on wood though. It's a little bit too slow to get out those siege towers efficiently, but the priest ready to help out. Get that pharaoh on the back, keep him alive. That's basically all your damage. Pushing forward, we're going to be greeting this this Sensuy army before he makes a move. And he's got the siege tower coming out into the siege works here. So what you want to do, you want to push out when you have 2 or 3, or losing that Scorpion Man's got to hurt a little bit. But he's trading. He picks off a Murmillo hero there, which is huge. For 1 Scorpion Man, 2 Murmillo, and one Murmillo and 1 Murmillo hero. It's a lot of resources. This priest is getting pumped like crazy right now. 98 population currently, and catching up to the 106 pop of the Oranos player here. We don't have 2 siege towers just yet, but you can probably make a move now, especially if it starts producing. Yeah, there it is. You can probably make a move on it. Ancestors to attack would be really good. We'll see what happens. More priests getting pumped out. Market going up. Not sure what the market's about. Keep the pharaoh on the back. You might want to consider using like a box formation, because that puts your pharaoh in the middle, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but at least then it's not at the front of your army. Siege towers coming in. Villagers are here to help out though. Instant garrison dodges a lot of the blocks, but moving forward you lose your villagers so fast because there's just so many. So even though the priests only do 3.6 damage, there's 29 of them, so it's like 30 damage. No, I can't do math. Yeah, no, yes, 30 damage a second from the priest. There's the ancestors. There's the shockwave to keep the town center alive. And Sensuy's like, okay, I'll give up on it right now. It does pick off the pharaoh with the town center fire there. I'd like to see that one. Try and take down the town center. The ancestors going to be taking this out, but Sensuy's got to be happy that the ancestors was used on the forward town center there. So smart play so far. Ancestors come back. Probably needed to pick off the rest of this town center here, but has managed to kill a couple of citizens. It probably would have been worth to try and evacuate those citizens when he saw the attack come in. But going to lose those regardless, and maybe also lose. Yeah, he loses the siege tower, but now the priest making a march forward. Home gold mine's expired. Sensuy on this outside gold mine now. Still has 10 seconds left to the ancestors, doing a lot of damage. Town center and the watchtowers are targeting the minions here. These priests getting out of there. Stein left, right, and center. Right. Joe has a commanding hold on this game right now. He's found the hunt. Going to try and pick off these manners here. Sensuy gets through to the heroic age. He's got Thea. Now he can build Contarius, and basically now if Sensuy can be in a decent position here to use his Contarius, then is he going to be building them? Yeah, he's building Contarius. That means Joe has to build something else, but he's also kind of out of position with all of these. Can't speak. The priest getting pushed back here. Priest on this raid over there is raiding with priest. We like to see it. Hand axe gets researched. Joe's now grabbing 4 town centers here. So it's going to be 4 town center Isis against Sensuy. Sensuy, I don't know how to say his name. So Sensuy is probably going to be looking for Mythic Age here. I'd like to see him go Vortex, maybe. Because Tartarian Gate's not going to do a lot, I think. If you can Vortex on the back and deal some damage with some Destroyers or something like that. He does need to get those out to deal with the Priest as well. You can't just go Contarius. And there are some Spearmen that are getting transitioned into. And Joe, he's not as far ahead as you'd think, even though he's on 4 town centers here. He's only on 130 pop, and so is Sensuy. And Sensuy's going through the Mythic Age now through Hecate, so it's going to do a lot of damage. There's only 1 monument up, so we'll see where he, if Joe chooses to put up another monument. It wouldn't be a bad idea to put one up right here. Jamie getting picked off, wall going up. Jamie bashing their face into the wall, but getting sent somewhere else. More siege towers coming out of the siege works. And we'll see what Joe's going to do here. He's not really producing anything. He's not even producing, well, he's finished producing villages. He's got 80 villages. Looks like Joe's just trying to get to the Mythic Age himself. He's got his market up. He'll get there soon. He's still producing siege towers though. Looking to pick off things. Get the mana. Gonna be good. Fairly scary, fairly scary, it's hard to say, fairly scary army for Sensuy. A couple of Contarius out, a couple of Momillo out, but the Scorpion Man, he's in the front there just to like tag damage and deal damage. Scary in his own right. Another market up. But weird position to put this market. You want to put your market on this corner here. Go over to this one. But there is the Titan Gate. Villagers immediately coming onto this. Joe's got a lot of villagers to deal with this. Build some priest. Or the villagers aren't attacking. Oh, he's going to garrison them. Okay, fair enough. Siege towers coming back. Yeah, you can actually just pick this off with siege towers. You got so many priests as well. Basically, Joe just needs to hold on to town centers here if he can. Get to the Mythic Age. He's going through Osiris. It's going to do work. If you pick off the Tartarian spawn fast enough, they don't spawn fast. Oh, actually, maybe they do get replaced fairly instantly. There's a shockwave going down, trying to prevent the siege towers from getting over to the town center. Spearman on top of the Tartarian Gate. Priests picking off these Tartarian spawns on spawn. Absolutely brutal. Now the siege towers making their way in, picking this one off. Osiris 35% complete. And the siege towers need to target the Titan Gate, but they're not doing it just yet. And there we go. Joe clicking on it. Dealing with it now. Feels good, man. Esper's tree comes down. The Sensuy. It's not going to help him out a lot with this many priests. But it does have 20 of them. 21 plus the Pharaoh. And now we have a pretty much pure Contarius army. So if Sensuy can get like a heavy Contarius, maybe he'll be able to deal with this army. And there's the Titan Gate. Such a desperate attempt here, this Titan Gate. There's probably no way for it to function. He's got the Hesperus tree to defend it. He's got the Contarius as well. And we're going to see the Pharaoh coming in. Does not have City of the Dead. And it's not incoming. And Pharaoh takes a couple of hits of damage here. You're going to have to heal him back up. You want to keep him in the back until Osiris comes through. There we go, retreating back. Heal him up, and then Son of Osiris comes through. Time to get 15%. Siege towers are really close, and this is such a scary ISIS army right here, considering the amount of Contarius you have. Trying to deal with those priests, maybe too many. And all of these spearmen here deal so much damage. You're going to be losing this town center as well. There is the Son of Osiris trying to surround him. He's actually going to get there. This is absolutely huge. Oh, but nice marker from Joe. Unfortunately, got to hit stop. Once you get in there, you hit stop and then you attack them. Attack the Son of Osiris. Otherwise, you can run out. If you hit stop, then it's totally fine. We do see the town center goes down. Villagers come over there, jump off the Titan Gate, trying to pick off these priests. The priests move forward, trying to pick off maybe some of these citizen in the middle of this base here. And Sensuy taps out. GG for Joe, as all of the Kantaris get picked off there by the Son of Osiris, by the Spearman. That's the entire army. They're dead, and the Siege Towers would easily have got onto this Titan Gate to prevent it from going up. And even if they got up, you still have to deal with all the priests. So it's a difficult one there. Really well played by Joe. I feel like this is a relatively new tactic that Joe's used. It's cheesy, and I don't think it works. I think all you have to do to defend against it is bring your oracles back home, cast Valor, and get watchtowers. And you just defend it. And it's like, okay, you're behind 300 resources that you otherwise wouldn't have used, but your opponent is like behind advancing that fast. And you can't stop their second town center, but that's fine. You want them to grab that second town center, and you be getting an unimpacted third town center. The town center is too late for Sensuy. But well played by Joe. GG. We'll see if we can find a different game to cast. And thanks for hanging out with me. Maybe I'll play a game or something. We'll see what happens.